To home in on a specific crisis, feel free to bring it out into a broader context, but you've been there, and I've been wondering which way the wind blows in this case. It's about Thailand. What's going on there? I mean, this tycoon Thaksin Shinawatra, he seems to be Washington's guy.
Yes. Look, this is one of those answers that could go on forever, because it involves a lot of cultural elements as well. It involves the notion of the Thais hating to lose face. It's a Buddhist culture with a veneer of democracy. It's a feudal system with a veneer of redistribution. It's extremely complicated. But, okay, I'll try to do it the Hollywood way, right?
Okay.
Good guys and bad guys to start with. Everybody, the way I see it, is corrupt, tainted, and their motives are extremely dodgy. And by this, I mean the Thaksin clan, including obviously his sister, which was prime minister until a few weeks ago. I live in Thailand on and off, so when I'm there, I tend to follow the everyday life in Bangkok and politically as well. Extremely corrupt government. They came up with a rice pledge scheme that the money disappeared. They couldn't even have the money to pay back the rice farmers. Ridiculous. They came up with an idea of spend 2 trillion baht. I don't even know how much that is in dollars. But anyway, a few billion dollars in terms of infrastructure. Always in connection with the corrupt. Obviously, what else? With the construction companies linked to the Shinawat clan. On the other hand, we have the so-called yellow shirts, which is not a monolithic movement as well. You have monarchists, you have the urban middle classes, you have business leaders, you have the parts of the Democrat Party, which was the opposition to Thaksin until a while ago. And you have a bunch of opportunists as well, including the leader of the protest movement against Yingluck. In the end, he got what he wanted, but when the military coup came, everybody was arrested, including himself. So, it's a comedy of errors and corruption as well, but with an Asian spice, For foreigners, practically incomprehensible. Because everything, obviously, Thai language is an extremely complicated language, so a lot of it gets lost in translation. A lot of people are playing both sides, of course, including the military until a while ago. And overarching problematic, in fact, the king's succession, which is the number one drama for Thailand. Because King Bhumibol he's been in power since the 60s. He's revered by the whole nation. He's considered a living god, etc. But he's ill and he's going to die soon. And then we're going to have a major problem because nobody, and I run the risk of being arrested for saying so, nobody likes the crown prince. Period. This is blunt fact. They love the princess. But she's the second in the line of succession. So something has to happen with the crown prince. And nobody knows what that should be. So this is the trickiest of the trickiest subjects in Thailand. And at the same time, the relations between Thaksin and the crown prince, they are very, very close. So when the military analyze this in the long run, when they look at the health of the king, which is deteriorating fast, in fact. Okay, the only solution, and obviously business leaders were saying every day, look, Thailand is being marginalized in Southeast Asia in broader Asian terms. We are losing business. We are losing competitivity. We are losing even tourism. People don't want to travel to Thailand anymore. They're going to our competitors, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, etc. Okay, the only way to restore order is a military coup because democracy Thai style didn't work. The Democrats are corrupt. Then they were replaced by the Thaksin clan, which is also corrupt, a populist corrupt school. Both sides never did anything really substantial for the good of the whole country, in fact. The country is divided between roughly urban elites, which urban elites means Bangkok because it's the only big city, in fact, and vast sectors of the countryside in the north and northeast. Northeast is very poor, but they were entitled by taxing, food schemes, free health care, a little bit of investment in education, etc. So it was good. So they will always vote for taxing or for the taxing clan. So the military looked at all this and said, okay, the only way is to, we launch another military coup. It will last for a year or so. We'll restore order. We see what's going to happen with the succession. We pick our candidate and things go back to normal. I'm not sure this is going to be the way things will go. It's going to be an absolute mess in Thailand, especially if the king dies and the is not arbitrated or resolved.